Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Publicly Buzzed live stream on a Sunday night. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you very much. A lot of people already popped in here. Pookie, welcome back. Thank you very much. Also popped in the Discord. Appreciate that. Lee Myrick, what's going on? Miss Thing. Hell yeah, a lot of people popping in here right now. Appreciate it, guys. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Yeah, I thought I'd come on here tonight and do another conspiracy stream. Why the hell not? Endless stuff with this, with the Idaho and Kohberger info endlessly coming out. Yeah, my brother is not joining me tonight. He is actually taking the night off. He's with his wife tonight, and he'll probably be joining me back on Sunday. But yeah, I'm going to jump into this thing here. Lisa M, thank you. Jessica Christie, a lot of people still popping in here. Hell yeah. Kayla, thank you, Kayla. Appreciate that. Gannon. Yeah, anybody that's popping in here, please hit like. Helps me out ultimately in the algorithm, guys. Please share it. And if you're not subscribed, as you come through, please get subscribed. Hit the three little dots on the side. Hit all notifications so you don't miss out on any future content from Publicly Buzzed. But yeah, starting straight out the gate, I'm going to go over basically the newest information that is happening currently. Kristen, what is happening? Thank you for popping in here. Appreciate it. But yeah, I am going to go over again, but basically the news that is going on in Idaho right now, and some conspiracy stuff as well. Get all my ducks in a row here. Julie, cheers. Socrates, still people popping in here. Hell yeah. Sam. Yeah, Sam, be careful. Sam was just down the Discord talking about a tornado. Jamie, hell yeah. Drew, getting filled up in here. Boomer girl. Hell yeah. Thanks everyone for being here. Seriously. Friday night was another crazy night. We exceeded all expectations again with memberships. We are well over, I think, 75 members currently at Publicly Buzzed, which is absolutely insane. Jim, thanks for popping in here. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to jump right in here, guys. Yeah, they're going to demolish the University of Idaho, the Idaho 4 house. This is from NPR. Just going to do a quick read through here of this article. The University of Idaho plans to demolish the off-campus home where 4 of its students were killed in November. This is a healing step and removes the physical structure where the crime that shook our community was committed, said University of Idaho President Scott Green in a memo on Friday. The announcement comes as the University and the community of Moscow, Idaho, continue to mourn the 4 students, of course, Ethan, Zaina, Maddie, and Kayla, on November 13th, shortly before the holidays. The students were found, of course, as we know, dead. The case initially bewildered the local authorities in the small college town for weeks. On December 30th, 7 weeks after the tragic incidents, officials arrested 28-year-old Bryan Kohberger, who is now facing murder charges. And as more details are revealed about Kohberger, who is yet to enter a plea, the university is planning a memorial garden for the 4 slain victims. Okay, so we were talking about this beforehand, Pookie. What were they going to do there? She suggested turning it into a parking lot. Yeah, it looks like they're going to make like a little memorial garden in that area. President Green said in the statement that the University of Idaho accepts an offer from the owner of the off-campus home to give the property to the school following the killings. Demolition, Green said, removes efforts to further sensationalize the crime scene, which now, I don't know if you've guys seen any news today. I guess kids and younger folks or whoever, man, probably some older folks too, are getting in front of the house and doing TikTok dances, trying to go viral with the TikTok thing. Probably the most pissed off person about this whole thing, I'd say, is Nancy Grace, right? Nancy Grace is like, damn, I can't shoot and sensationalize my show in front of that home again. Walking around the property, talking about how dangerous it was to live there. I'd hate to be the neighbors there, honestly. That's what would really suck. In addition to the Memorial Gardens plans, the university said it's working out how to involve students on the future development of the property once the home is demolished. The university said it has also created scholarships programs in the memory of Kernodle, Chapin, Mogan, and Consolve as well. We will never forget the Idaho 4, and I will do everything in my power to protect their dignity and respect their memory, Green wrote. So yeah, then my poll in here tonight was, how did everybody feel about this place, the Idaho 4 house actually getting demolished? Right now, after 46 votes, looks like it's pretty much down the middle. It's at 46. Well, it's still changing rapidly. 58-42 to yes after 48 votes. But yeah, I'm going to look through here just a little bit, see what people are saying. Yeah, everybody popping in here. Thank y'all so much. Seriously. Sylvia, thank you. I'm glad you can make it. Drunk Turkey, what's going on? Glad you can make it too, sir. Thank you very much. Amanda. Of course, Ricky Cougarback, that is my brother. Modden, even when he's hanging out with his wife, folks. Absolute MVP. Samantha from Vancouver, Canada, thank you. Good to have you. Tornado is taking through Oklahoma. Damn, Gannon. Yeah, Sam was talking about that as well. I hate to hear that. It is not good news at all. God, yeah. Stay safe, guys. 100%. Steve Kalan, I'm here to help you, is what Bryan Kohberger said. What Brent Kopaka said to Kohberger. Bringing it out early here. Mom Allfire. Hi, everyone. Welcome to chilly Southern California. Welcome. Yeah, TikTok makes things a little bit crazy, doesn't it, Connor? Everybody using any kind of sensationalized thing. I guess, TikTok's pretty crazy, though, man. TikTok gets pretty wild. Cecilia, welcome. Thank you for popping in here. Willow, hell yeah. Auntie Grace. There he is, JB Gunner. Yeah, well, JB Gunner popped through. Thank you for coming in here, brother. Definitely don't like the house getting demolished. I would have put a bid on it. But real quick, JB Gunner is going to be joining me Thursday night, folks, for the 9 o'clock show. My brother will probably be on that show as well. But hell yeah, anybody that doesn't follow JB at Crime Time with JB Gunner and his stuff, go follow him, man. He's got a bunch of different channels that you can find in his. He does political stuff as well, but a bunch of different channels you'll be able to find in his description. He kills it just in the crime community alone. But yeah, he's going to be coming on the show. I'm really excited about that. He's a no nonsense kind of guy, and he tells it how it is, and he doesn't give a fuck what you think, and which is some of my favorite type of people. R.I. Housewife, thank you for coming in here. Kristen, I think after the trial, they should, but not before. I couldn't imagine living there or having to walk past it. The neighbors is what I would neighbors is what I'd be thinking, would be pissed off. I wonder if they've gotten involved possibly, but I mean, I'd imagine, did they say the dude donated it? I almost would imagine that dude's been paid somehow. They're probably making it sound better than it is, folks. Mr. Sentinel, they shouldn't demolish it until the jury rules on the case. Absolutely on that, probably right. Kaylee, Danny, while I agree they shouldn't eventually while they should eventually demolish the house. That kind of got cut off there. Some of the longer ones do get cut off. Sorry about that, folks. Guess I could keep reading, son of a bitch, though. While I agree they should eventually demolish the house, I'm not sure if they should do it while the case is happening. Will hurt the case. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's hell, they've been in the thing so many times now. They were going to, at one point, didn't they? I don't know if they were going to demolish it, but I don't know if they were going to put it back up for people to live in or not, but they put a cease on that because they want to do some more work inside there. So yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know what they're going to need to do in the way of the trial or legally. But they probably will have to wait till after, I'd imagine. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Can't wait to do it, bro. I'm looking forward to it as well. We're going to be drinking some Crown that night, folks. We're going to be getting wild. It's going to be fun. Austin Rains, thank you for coming in here. Really appreciate it. Amanda, everybody, thank you all so much. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. One thing that I found that people were talking about, and then I looked it up. This is from January 19, 2023, but we should be coming up at least somewhat close, I believe the end of February, early March, to when they should be releasing the warrant, the search warrants for the Kohberger family home out of PA. This is from again, January 19, 2023, just a month ago, a little over a month ago. Recently unsealed search warrants for Bryan Kohberger's apartment and office in Washington, D.C. prompted the question, could the warrant for his family's home in Pennsylvania go public too? We're coming right around there. I think they were saying about, what are they saying? We'll get here. I believe I had this up for a reason. Got a little bit drunk when I was bringing this up. A Washington judge unsealed the pair of search warrants for the Bryan Kohberger's apartment and office. That's because a prosecutor filed a motion. It argues a lot of the information in those documents were already released via the affidavit that went public when the Idaho killing suspect was extradited from the Poconos. Poconos, I'm probably saying that weirdly. A gag order remains in place, preventing. A gag order remains in place, preventing anyone involved from discussing the case. We're still seeing that doesn't mean much, unless there's some more bullshit currently coming out, per usual. Still probably people running their lips, right? Kohberger's Pennsylvania public defender Jason Labar told 69 News sealed search warrants unsealed after 60 days. So we're looking at 60 days. Is that from... Okay, I guess we'd need to know exactly when the original search happened at his parents'. Let's see, 60 days from when they were signed, unless a motion is filed earlier. That means the search warrants for Kohberger's parents' Chestnut Township home may be unsealed at the end of February or March. Yeah, that's what I was thinking there. 69 News is waiting to hear back from the Monroe County District Attorney's Office to find out if any motions are in the works, because that would have probably been done in early January. Items like hairs, fibers, blood evidence, blood transfers. Yeah, and see what they could have possibly found at his parents' home in Pennsylvania. Among the items taken in Washington, because we learned that pretty quickly, were strands of hair, potential animal hair, significant because a victim's dog was present during the attacks, a black synthetic type glove, a vacuum dust container, a computer, a fire stick, and a Walmart and Marshall's receipt. So yeah, I'm interested to see what exactly came out of his parents, if anything at all, of note, honestly. Let's see here, looking through chat just a little bit. Let's see, JB Gunner, don't get me wrong, the property owner has the right to do what he wants, but I personally would have turned it into an Airbnb. And you know, some freaks would be coming through there on the reg, is the thing. Absolutely. There's people that would pay top dollar. Probably that dude would end up buying it from Vegas, right? That buys all the fucked up properties, owns the, you know, serial killer stuff. Like, I think he owns Ted Bundy's van. I think he owns like the one of the drums that Ed Gein kept a lot of body parts in, like fucked up shit like that. He would have definitely probably ended up owning that. What's that guy's name? Zach Baggin or something like that? The ghost hunter dude? That probably would have been happening. I think they should wait for a jury to walk through a 3D scan or not, says Austin. The Wandering Orphan, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good weekend. Oh shit, here we go. Dan calling it the fuck out. Let's burn it. Burn it to the ground. Oh, JB saying the 90 days for the PA warrant is over. Oh shit. Maybe this article was wrote a little bit early. Or maybe, okay, maybe it was 60. That's what I was thinking. And then I was actually, I think I was a Reddit when I can't take credit for thinking about that or making a note in a calendar. I'm not that advanced at all, but I was on Reddit and I think somebody was mentioning it, which is what made me kind of go searching. And I found this article and they were mentioning the 60-day time period. Fat Baby Toodles, thanks for popping in here. New member, Fat Baby Toodles. Everybody in the chat that you see the little beers next to, guys, those are all new members. Please join up on the membership. Well, again, this past Friday, we surpassed 75 members. If you want cute pictures of dogs and kitties and early content, even any content that I do make separate videos as well. I do mini docs on stuff. You guys will get that before anyone else. Yeah, and Fat Baby Toodles is noticing it right now, the new emojis that I'm making here, and I'm going to be making some more as well. The bong, the joint, the liquor glass, and the beer there. So yeah, guys. Hell yeah, right there. I knew that Pookie would like the joints being passed around. So you're always thinking right there, I would have bought it. I would have just started doing a podcast from there. It would have been a little extra for it. Yeah, that's the dude's name, Zach Baggin. Yep. He's all about drama. Yeah. Thanks again for everybody for being in here tonight. How many people we got in here right now? Oh shit. Hell yeah, 97 people. Thanks everyone for being in here. Really appreciate it, guys. Let's see if that poll has changed any. Up to 67 votes, 61-39. Not much has changed. Everyone is mostly saying yes, but there's a lot of people on JB Gunner's side here. Also, interesting. Deandra, really appreciate it. Hell yeah. Yeah, on a Sunday night, I know we can't get as, inebriated as we do on some other streams, especially on a Friday night, but, try to keep it real here, folks. Yeah, a little bit of the conspiracy side of shit I'm going to dive into here tonight, folks. There's one creator that I'm going to shout out here. Earlier on, when I started doing lives, he was one of the guys that was really cool. He was actually coming through the stream. But Subconscious Mouth, he makes a lot of different content, and he asks a lot of interesting questions. A lot of people are afraid to ask in these communities nowadays, which is crazy. But Yeah, we're gonna watch. I picked out a little snippet here. I may let it run a little further. I'm praying to God that my internet doesn't fuck up. Right before I started this stream, it started doing something weird again. I'm not sure if it's YouTube specifically or if it is my internet, as we were alluding to on Friday. But we're gonna give this a shot here. Again, go give Subconscious Mouth a follow too. I mean, this guy makes some pretty cool content. But yeah, as this plays, I'm just gonna make sure that all my sounding is working as well, as it doesn't play instantly. Come on now. Come on, baby.
One, and you probably heard somebody, drugs. Now, look, this is what I want to say about the drugs thing, right? Because it's not, I know people say, well, they didn't call the police for 8 hours because they had drugs in the house and they knew they had drugs in the house. And for that reason, they didn't want to call the police. And look, my whole thing is, right, how much drugs do people believe they had in his house? Do you believe they had a room that was just full of bricks of cocaine? And you probably don't have hundreds of pounds of weight in the house, right? When I say weight, I'm talking about drugs, bricks, kilos of cocaine, right? If at best you were probably like holding a little something, or you were stashing it for someone who's really into the street life and they felt like this was a unsuspecting place for drugs to be, so they asked you to stash it, right? They're not going to deliver a whole room of cocaine. So my whole thing is, however much drugs they possibly had in
Come through now.
the house wasn't probably so much that it would take hours to get rid of, right?
It's seriously crazy. It's like the lowest quality right now. Like the stream that I'm actually running from my PC shouldn't be flowing as well as it is. Like I'm thinking it's a YouTube, possibly. But then again, I was watching YouTube before this, so I don't know. It's real lame though. That's 2 streams in a row this has happened. Let me refresh it. 703. You can see it's loaded up there as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what's up. Me and my brother were talking about it Friday. My internet has been kind of shitty, and he's been kind of actually on my ass about it. He's in chat right now. He's probably talking shit. Oh, we do have a super chat though. Willow, thank you very much for that super chat. That $3.99 super chat. Appreciate it. I think the super sticker. Appreciate the hell out of that. Brookie, thank you for coming in. Glad you caught a live as well. I'm sorry that it might be ending here. Nah, we'll still chill out and hang out for a little bit here. Let's see. Actually, I've got a TikTok up. Let's see if the TikTok plays.
Come over here, talk to me.
So the TikTok's playing. Oh, the TikTok's fucked up too. What the hell, dude? Try to refresh this one.
Come over here, talk to me. Moscow
Wow.
PD.
Get rid of that.
Hey, is that beer? Is that beer in your hand?
Yeah, I'm 21.
You got the ID on you?
I don't.
Yeah, this was the some of the body cam footage.
No, they just took off. I told them to stop.
I don't actually see what they're
push it.
alluding to here. I'm afraid to fucking pause it to fuck it up, but they're alluding to here in this clip, again, conspiracy stream here, folks. So it could get a little bit weird and wild, but they're alluding here that Madison Mogen's jacket was placed on a fire hydrant to let everyone know the job was done. And I'm not sure who this dude, this Paul Manatee guy is. I've showed a couple of his different clips, and they're always a little bit wilder. He had the Joe dude from the food truck on at one point. Threads and Roses, just saw you pop in. Appreciate it. Thank you. But I did not actually see the fire hydrant thing here in this clip, but I'm going to just play this. This is the dude that I showed the one night with the insanely bushy eyebrows. If I was ever going to say anything about anyone's eyebrows, it would be this motherfucker right here.
You got your ID on you?
I don't.
Okay. I'm going to grab your info just because you got beer and you're walking around with it.
No, it's closed.
Okay.
Look at this dude's eyebrows. Is that on stream right now? Can you see that? I can't full screen it anymore, I don't think, here on TikTok. Look at this cat's eyebrows, though. I think I can get a little bit better here. Hold on. Maybe a slight bit bigger. This dude's eyebrows, I'm actually going to just blow it up real quick. Look at that. They're crazy. They're thick as fuck, dude. They're the thickest eyebrows I've ever seen on a human being, bro.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I live like right there. I'll take it back if you need.
No, we're just doing alcohol enforcement and running around with beer across the street.
No worries. Sorry about that.
You're good. What's your last name?
Yeah, you're probably right, JB. Honestly, I need to clean it up a little bit. Should have done that this weekend. I'll probably do that when I get off here tonight. Yeah.
Date of birth.
Yeah, we'll do that.
2001.
I should have done that yesterday, but I was lazy.
I just pull that one off. That's an awesome birthday.
Yeah, lucky birthday.
You have a driver's license?
I don't have it.
What? No, in general.
I do have one, yeah.
Which day is it through?
Idaho.
Idaho? Okay, so I'm just going to check if everything's good. Since they're not open, I'll let you hang on to them.
Okay. So will I get charged with anything?
No, I don't think it's the same, but they're being about as shitty.
But it's just enough for me to stop, check, make sure you're 21,
worries.
walking
Yeah,
around
I
here in
get it.
public.
Alright.
Let's go 77, check one. What's that?
Am I going to take off? Or?
No, let me run this through dispatch and make sure you're actually 21 and give me a fake birthday or anything. (2001) North Idaho. Well, yeah.
I won't lie to you.
Oh no, we're well aware of it, J Lord.
I think that's the first one I've seen.
Yeah.
One. So if that comes back good, yeah, you're free to go. Are these your boys?
No, I don't know them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just hang on, man.
I was telling you, bro.
Wait
Like,
till
they're
dispatch
the,
comes back and says you're good.
Alright, no worries.
You guys taking off on me?
where y'all going?
Yeah, we thought you were time.
You all three turned around and I pointed my flashlight. You said, "Hey, come here." You guys all turned around and walked away.
I thought it was just like a fake person. Yeah, like
How many fake people are out here that you've experienced?
Someone trying to fuck us.
Okay, that's fair.
What about the fire hydrant, guys? With Maddie's jacket there.
What's your night going?
Pretty good. Yeah, stay warm.
This rings a real bell because the cops didn't release this right here.
I tried
Funny how
to
they
find
release
this.
it
gas,
later
they
on.
downgraded us.
I tried to find this jacket and I could not find it at all. Like, I was looking through here and I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Main thing from this to me is dude's fucking eyebrows, dude. There's the other footage that's from my and I'm gonna match it up again real quick just to show you guys what I'm talking about. The body cam footage when they go to Kaylee's, before they get to Kaylee, when Kaylee Consalva answered the back door, the sliding glass door, before they actually get to her house, the house that they go to beforehand, and they talk to those kids and then they head over there. I think it's the same kid with the bushy eyebrows that's hanging out there that actually talks to the police. And the only reason I'm saying that's because it's the bushiest eyebrows like ever. Real quick, let me see if I can just pause it here so I can just, I think I put them side by side on another stream, but it was better than this, what I have here.
Tell you the same thing I told them. You probably know the drill, right?
1 second. But I mean, hell, what you just saw there, and again, it's not the best. It gets at the, you know, right here. Is that on the stream? Yeah, this dude's eyebrows, thick as fuck. Is that the same dude that was here in the field this night, on the same night? You can stop by the police. But again, the only reason I'm saying anything is just it's the thickest eyebrows I've ever seen on a human being. And that's all we've heard this entire time, right? Like, yeah, just, it's weird, man.
Some patrol cars.
Gotcha.
They gave us hybrids to save on fuel.
They lied,
There ain't
too.
nothing that's not fucking weird about all this shit, though. Kendra, thank you for popping in. Glad you could come back.
They said it was a call that came in.
Well, I do have everybody in here right quick. Everybody, we're filling up the Publicly Buzzed Discord quickly. Jump in there. See, there's some action going on in there right now. Yeah, jump in the Publicly Buzzed Discord, guys.
He said he was doing alcohol checks.
Once dispatch lets me know that actually exists, I'll catch you this, all right?
Be surprised sometimes, huh?
You guys over at which department y'all come from?
I don't know. I was at a friend's house. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you the number.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, Mosh?
You know the person hosting the party?
Some guy named Matt, I think.
Okay.
You could be looking at your killers right there, you know. Or, I feel something different now. I think that jacket was put there for a reason. To let everybody know that the job was done.
If anybody's familiar with this clip or has seen this, or even tonight has seen a jacket, let me know.
That jacket there, Madison's jacket.
I spent way too much time looking for a fucking jacket that's non-existent.
Think to yourself, how did it get there? You think she put it there?
Yeah, Jessica. No, Deandra, I did not see that one. Jesus. Yeah, that's a good question. I would like to actually know. If anybody has ever seen anything substantiated with that, I don't think I have. BK was ever in a ride along with, I guess you're, law enforcement. Dude, the eyebrows, bro. Like, yes, publiclybuzzed at gmail.com. And, yeah. If I can get back to this. This is still fucked up. I kind of think it's a little bit of a YouTube issue, though. Maybe something with the stream, though. I don't know. It sucks. It's basically, but what Subconscious Mouth was basically saying in this clip was going over the drug aspect, and basically saying that even if there was, there probably wasn't a lot of drugs at this house, and a lot of people have been alluding to, the drug theory, as we'll call it. Was it a possibility that there was so much drugs, or even any drugs, I guess, maybe at that young age, maybe they're freaking out, but you would more so imagine it would be a large sum of drugs to freak somebody out so much that they wouldn't call the police, right? Just going down that avenue. And he was just kind of touching base on that in this video, but I would still, I'm sorry that I can't play the clip. This is retarded, but I would say go check this out and give this guy a follow. See how much plays from the beginning. Hell, none of it.
The last video I made
bit.
prior to this video
Just
was
mad I'm
called
jumping around.
Is Dylan's Story Made Up?
And no, it won't. Just stupid. Oh shit, JB. Hell yeah, bro. Thanks, bro. Yeah, that's actually, and just real quick with JB, that's actually how we'll do the sound. We do that actually through Discord, so that's perfect whenever we get together Thursday. Yeah, I'm right there with you, actually, Austin. I did not see the freaking.
Okay.
Just in the beginning, because there's in the end of this clip, there's nothing that you can make out. But in the very beginning, I was looking for a freaking fire hydrant.
Come over here, talk to me. Moscow PD.
But again, I was really pulling it out for the eyebrow kid, and but I'm looking on the side of the street here for a fire hydrant, anything. And just here comes old dude rolling up. I mean, how could you make anything out? It's going so fast. Like,
Yeah, I'm 21.
You got the ID on you?
I see nothing on the side of the road like that. Yeah, Thursday should be fun as hell, though. Hopefully I can get this internet situation figured out by then. JB, for sure. Brookie, right along with speculated but not confirmed. Yeah, and a lot of stuff is off, Kendra, as well. No, no, I'm not. That's what's even shittier. I'm streaming from a pretty decent computer I'm still paying on. But I don't think it's the computer. I think and again, I may have to clean it up. You may be onto something there. I have been using the hell out of this thing for months now. So I'm definitely gonna try to figure out what is happening. I did shut it down and update it though. That was one thing I was like, maybe that was the issue. And then when I'm watching stuff during the day, I haven't had any problems. It's when I'm streaming that I try to play something else. So, but I didn't have any problems literally before Friday night. So I don't know. I'm going to run some tests. We're going to figure it out. My brother's the tech guy, so we'll get her going, man. 3434 JJJ. Thank you for popping in here. Appreciate it. Kelly searches for answers. Thank you for popping in here on a Sunday night. Appreciate it. I use OBS Studio to actually stream with. Yeah, maybe it needs to be unplugged for a while. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out.
Right.
What's stupid though is you can see that it's
and I was
up.
reading the comments.
It doesn't actually make sense. Like, and the TikTok started playing pretty freaking
some of the
well.
comments from that video that I made, and somebody asked a question, which is why I'm making this video that I'm making now. Right. The question the person asked was, what motivation would the police have, or would law enforcement have, to create Dylan's story? A few things I would like to say about that. Being able to recognize something is potentially going on and knowing exactly why it's going on is two different things. Okay, Kohberger, for example, right? The big thing is the motive. Law enforcement or nobody else don't have an answer as to what the motive is.
Here we
but
go.
Law enforcement
might jinx it.
Are saying,
I jinxed it, son of a bitch. What's going on, Troll Be Gone? Appreciate it, bro. Thanks for coming in here. We're on a roll there.
That they believe that he done these crimes, and a lot of people believe that Kohberger done these crimes because law enforcement says so, and nobody have a motive. See, don't get, if you feel like something is potentially going on, being able to understand exactly why it's going on is a separate issue. You shouldn't let that, and I'm not saying that that's what this person was doing, but when I heard him ask that question, I heard this person ask that question, I think a lot of people will probably try to figure out a motive or try to understand why law enforcement would want to fix Dylan's story before they feel like they can go ahead and say, hey, something's going on. But if you don't have the motive yet or a deeper understanding yet, but you do have enough to say, I don't know what's going on, but something's going on, you can start there.
You could hit it with a hammer.
You don't have to wait till you understand everything to say, okay, something's going on now.
Yeah, definitely some good details there, Crime Time. Cool. And I'm making, my brother's going to absorb all that. He's my tech guy, actually.
Because like I say now, if we just being straight up about it.
That's a lot of good questions.
Somebody really wanted to wait till they understand.
Bubbly Waters, thank you for popping in here. Appreciate it. Bubbly Waters is another awesome subscriber, always throwing me stuff.
Then you can't believe that Kohberger is guilty of anything because you don't have a motive, right? But what they say, right? You listen to people talk on news stations or people who are in law enforcement or in the judicial system. They say, oh, you don't need a motive to get a conviction for Kohberger. You know, which I agree with. You don't need a motive. You just need to be able to show beyond a reasonable doubt that he did it. The reason why, that's a separate issue.
Before literally
It'll
Friday,
help.
we had no issues. So I think I might have just figured it out. I was doing something extra that might have been taking a lot of extra bandwidth.
Good, but it's not necessary.
Don't jinx it.
This kind of remind me of when I was back in elementary school, right? And the teacher might ask somebody to ask the class to solve some math problems, and they would call somebody up to the board. And
Brian Hoffman, good to see you too, brother. Hope you had a
say,
good weekend.
Okay, for problem number, let's just say problem number 9. What do you have? What's your answer for problem?
Definitely, dude. 100%. I'm glad you did. Appreciate it.
Number 9. And the person get up there and they just simply write the answer. And the teacher may ask the person, well, how did explain to the class, how did you get your answer? And the child might not be able to necessarily explain on, how they got the answer, but the child knows and the teacher acknowledged that person does have the right answer, right? The teacher, for the lack of understanding as to why the person got the correct answer, shouldn't mark it wrong because they can't understand why they got it. It's still the correct answer regardless. So you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak, right?
There are 110 votes. Should they demolish the Idaho 4 house? We're up to 66% saying yes right now.
And I'm not saying that the police.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Yeah, if you got anything, that's what I thought at first. Actually, when it first started happening, I got off the Wi-Fi on my phone, and then I started thinking maybe something's going on upstairs. But I think I did figure it out. I was doing something a little bit extra here, and I closed it out. So, what we're gonna see if it hopefully it cleans up here.
Did fix Dylan's story?
Video.
I'm not saying that they didn't either. I'm just saying.
Trying to catch up with Chad
here. I feel as though until these holes in that story that the police say they believe, and within a week say that they believe they don't have anything to do with it after hearing that story with all them holes in it, until further notice, I think it's fair to question what's going on with that. Even if someone may feel, well, maybe the police came up with this story. Now, if the police was to be the ones who actually came up with this story, or even came up with parts of the story.
JB, stop looking at porn while you're trying to stream and you won't have these problems. Hey, I don't work for the state. I don't work for the government.
And, made things fit a certain way.
Not doing that on work hours.
Of course, this computer. That,
just being real.
They're covering
this
something
computer
up.
Isn't even paid for yet. I don't do anything shady on this computer.
Covering up, and why they're covering it up, hey, that would be the motive. Okay, cool. That's okay to find out about. That's okay to ask. But if they are guilty of doctoring up this story, hey, they're covering something up. There's some reason why it's going on. Now, I'm sure we've heard a bunch of different theories in relation to what could have happened. As far as these crimes are concerned, right? At 1122 King Road. Now, so in this video, since we're talking about a potential motive, right? And I made a video about motives in general. But if we're talking about potential motives in relation to a police cover-up or, a police coming up with a story, I think there are maybe two, possibly three main motives that would go along with a police cover-up or a police making up a story or making up parts of a story. One, and you probably heard somebody, drugs. Now, look. This is what I want to say about the drugs.
Thank you, Caleb.
Thing, right?
Appreciate
because
that.
It's not. I know people say, well, they didn't call the police for 8 hours because they had drugs in the house and they knew they had drugs in the house, and for that reason they didn't want to call the police. And look, my whole thing is right.
Jesus, sorry that you have the COVID, Austin. I had it a couple weeks back, unfortunately. Yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad on you. Is this your first time? This last one was my second time.
How much drugs do people believe they had in his house? Do you believe they had a room that was just full of bricks of cocaine?
I just did the cold and flu Alka-Seltzer, actually. Dropped those in water like every single day, I think twice a day, and drank that, and it actually worked pretty well.
You probably don't have hundreds of pounds of weight in the house, right? When I say weight, I'm talking about...
Yeah, it's getting actually right where I was wanting to initially listen to here. They're getting into a little bit of the drugs,
bricks, kilos of cocaine, right? if at best you were probably like holding a little something, or you were stashing it for someone who's really into the street life and they felt like this was a unsuspecting place for drugs to be, so they asked you to stash it, right? They're not going to deliver a whole rum of cocaine. So my whole thing is, however much drugs they possibly had in the house wasn't probably so much that it would take hours to get rid of, right? In the midst of committing these crimes, whoever did these crimes, if it was drug related and they was trying to hide some drugs and get drugs out of the house, they could have took them with them once they left. It was probably something that you can literally carry and take with you.
So yeah, that's what I would think. I wouldn't be thinking that, that they're in there stashing large amounts of drugs. He does make a point here, the possibility, and this is not completely out of the realm of possibility, man. I mean, if just going again, we're on a conspiracy stream here, folks. You can pretty much say whatever the hell you want. I mean, it's everything I'm saying is alleged. We don't know shit anyways. But I mean, if she was possibly potentially maybe holding a large amount for somebody that did sell drugs, and they would possibly, he says this is not my original thought here, thinking potentially possibly that, this would not be a place that the police would look, and then something like this happens, and then that's also in the girl, which would be insane. That's no excuse, right? If that would be why you wouldn't call the police, that'd be absolutely ridiculous, but that would be a possibility, and you could at least think to why they would make those thoughts and ration in the moment, possibly. I don't agree with it, but still there.
It would be because they had so much drugs in the house, right? Like I said, I think the possible drug related angle, if it's even drug related, would be someone potentially getting told on. All right, somebody who had connections to someone who lived in the house, maybe was stashing a little something there, came to one of them parties, and somebody in the house overheard them talking about something that they wasn't supposed to hear, and they was worried that somebody was going to go to the authorities on them, and they didn't want to go to jail, and they felt like they needed to, take some people out. Right? I'm not saying that's what happened or didn't happen. I'm just saying as far as that goes,
I do like this guy's channel though. This guy, he's really just asking wild ass questions and just like kind of thought provoking stuff. I think anyways. I mean, I dig the guy.
I can see how that can be a reason why police would want to cover something.
In today's stream of crime creators, man, there's so many shitty ones that are afraid to say anything now. It's crazy. Like they get stuck in these weird little bubbles of if you think this way, don't you dare go over this side. I mean, hell, we say that in all aspects of life, especially politics, and literally it's morphed into everything now, and it's even in this Idaho 4 case, man. Like I'm not on that at all. Whether you want to think one way or the other, bring it here to this chat, folks, because it is all welcome. The wildest conspiracies to the hardest people that want to just read through the affidavit and only go after what they know or think they know. Right? I'm here for all of it. We get a little crazy, right? I'm not afraid to talk about literally any of it, man. Let's go.
Campus, it can look bad. Okay, you got people moving drugs at this campus. It can make people say, it's unsafe. I don't want my kids to go there. I'm going to take my kids out of there.
Now, Sandy, Colorado sounds like a drug dealing name. That's a great name. Sandy, Colorado's about to roll through, y'all. Let's see what she's saying. If they had that much drugs, they should have had a better door lock. That's well, coming through with the logic. Sandy, Colorado, confirmed drug dealer. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it.
Especially if they have a drug issue in that community already. It can make the university and the police look bad, and that can be a reason for police to want to cover something up. And of course, another reason why police would make up a story or try to make things fit that don't fit is if they were trying to frame somebody. I'm not saying that they are trying to frame Kohberger. I'm not saying that they're not. But like I said, this video is discussing theories of reasons why police would want to make up a story, right? And of course, if you're trying to frame somebody, that's what you are doing. You're making up a story. Another reason why I feel there can be reason one would want to create a story or add to a story. Ritualistic purposes.
Now let's get into the ritualistic shit.
This in the video I made called Idaho Student Murders Deeper Than We Realize. I was
Keister Bunny, thank you for popping in here. Appreciate it. Unfortunately, I personally believe that there is data and evidence that was backfilled to fit in order to get the warrants for arrest and to search. I also agree with that. I'm not saying wrong guy, but poor methods. Yeah, and I've went on record many times before saying I don't think Kohberger's the wrong guy at all. I've also went on record saying I don't think Kohberger's the only guy, man. You know, maybe that's speaking outside of what I truly know, but you know, I'll go into what I feel a little bit here too. Yeah, I don't think they got the wrong guy with Kohberger. I'm interested to see how that plays out. Honestly, I'm not convinced. Dylan and Bethany was home that night, and that's why their stories don't make a lot of sense. Probably tomorrow there'll be breaking news. Bethany was not even in the state, folks. On News Nation. Leaked through an anonymous source. Okay, wow. Okay, I practice voodoo, so this should be interesting. Wandering Orphan. All right. Yeah, Keister. Chloe's mom, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. 1, 2. You don't stash your supply at a party house. That's a good point, too. That's a good point, too. 1, 2. Socrates, I've been following this guy. Very good thinking outside the box. JB, I personally do think Kohberger is the wrong guy. Well, shit. At the very least, they don't have enough evidence to convict him. Now, that I am on board with, but I do think that, I don't think they'd have went this far, but it's also, we watched a video the other night, JB. Dan, my brother, you'll meet him, but, and I'm sure you've seen him on the streams, but he showed us this video that he had watched about how the touch DNA, you know, has not only fucked up people's lives before, but also is not, you know, the end all be all. So you may have something there as well. Mara, why do you feel a man that studied to murder his entire life couldn't do this in 15 minutes? You saying alone? Or just in general? Tuesday's Child, the Maddie jacket abandoned on the road on the fire hydrant makes 0 sense. Why put it there and no one mentions that? Yeah, they were trying to put that part of the video, they were trying to put basically to that signaling that they've done the deed. Somebody has put this here. Whoever has put the jacket on the fire hydrant because the deed is done. I don't know. I didn't see any of that. I didn't even see a fire hydrant or a jacket. So I literally don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Again, remember, we're on a conspiracy stream. I'm bringing you a lot of bullshit and also maybe some possible real shit. Decipher for yourself. But I did not see any of that either. I looked many times. I was even reading through the chat on there. I don't think anybody even mentions it. Oh, I exited out trying to save some of the bandwidth here. I don't think anybody even mentions the chat. Or in the chat. The TikTok, you know, comments. About what was happening, man. Tuesday's Child, I feel like it was a drug-related attack. And Trollby Gun, it was 9 minutes according to the timeline. The Wandering Orphan, I do know your theories. Shelly Kauna, I don't think he did it. I love that we have a completely mixed room here on if you guys thought he did or not. That's fucking awesome. That jacket doesn't exist in the bushes. No, I don't know what the hell that one was basically saying. Bubbly Waters, the moms of the 2 girls were looking at hard time felony drug charges, and now one has been dropped and the other is hovering. Bubbly Waters, real quick, and you might have answered me this, and I know I've asked this before. Is that a bong reference? Just out of interest. You may have even answered that before. Or it has to be. Trying to catch up on the chat here real quick. Fat Baby Toodles talking to Threads. Whenever I hear a gag order, I say giggity giggity. Jessica Christie, I'm leaning towards that. Yes, he did it, but there's a missing piece for sure. It just doesn't feel, yeah, something's missing. I mean, it'd be wild though. I mean, what's, you gotta, you know, what do you want to call it? Devil's advocate or whatever the hell. You know, if he can beat this, let's just say he can beat this, right? Even with everything against him at this point, especially public opinion, right? And I've said this also, you know, everyone that is embroiled in this case and wrapped up in it, you know, it's almost like, oh, there's no way that there's anybody that's seeing this or hasn't seen this, rather. It's such a national viral thing. And I will admit it is very sensational and super viral. But I know tons of people in my regular life that had nothing at all to do with this case and many other viral cases. So I don't think they'll have any problem actually finding a jury that's going to be tainted. But yeah, I don't know, man. It would be interesting though. Back to my point, if he actually can get away from this, you know, his life is ruined forever, right? I mean, public opinion fucks up so many people now. Say he can truly prove that, you know, he was not there, which you don't even have to truly prove it. You're not. Some people will never believe it because they're on a team. They're playing on a team now, right? They refuse to let any kind of actual proof sway their thought process, as long as the majority of the side they're on is thinking a certain way. So again, if this guy is truly innocent, he's fucked forever. And that's a very terrifying thought, I think. That's one of my truest fears in life, is being blamed, especially for something, the capital murder, right? Freaking murder. That'd be insane. I will say he seems so eerily calm. I would be sweating bullets, especially if I was innocent. Like, I mean, I would be scared. That's one, you know, I was thinking, we watch all these cop things. We live in a time now where everybody on YouTube has got ideas. We see all these lawyers making videos, what to do, what not to do. And then we see all these idiots in these interrogation rooms make moronic mistakes, whether they did it or not. And then the police will try to use that against them. A lot of fucked up tactics come into play there. Me, man, I would be thinking about that way too much and be like, oh, well, you've been thinking about this answer for way too long. First of all, I'd have a lawyer with me after all the shit I've seen, especially being in the true crime community now. But just, if I didn't have a lawyer, now you see all these folks that don't have lawyers, you got to watch what you say. You can't just go in there talking, because they're going to try to twist anything to make it seem as if, you know, you're involved or you're a piece of shit, because they want to nail you down. I don't know. It's actually quite terrifying, I think. So if he is innocent, again, playing the other side of this thing, and there's tons of people in here that think the opposite. So, I mean, his life is definitely going to be ruined. Unless he just starts writing books, right, and sells this off, I guess. Is there any kind of possibility there? He's going to start a podcast in today's world. Joe Billings, as for Touch DNA, look into the Bardol method of recovery. It revolutionized DNA recovery, insane process, and works with minute samples. Interesting, Joe. Thanks for the tidbit there. Deandra, I think Enan Harsh was BK's heroin dealer, and Enan Harsh stalked from the food truck, possibly in BK's car, and BK was already inside. Austin, yeah, please feel better. We'll see you on the next one for sure. Thank you. Yeah, I hate that you got the 1-9 working there. Yeah, again, Threads and Roses calling it out. I love this channel. Everyone in chat is awesome. Great vibes here. Fire chat always in the Publicly Buzzed live. Thank you guys for all being here. I haven't said it enough tonight. Please like. It helps me out to get us out into the algorithm, folks. Please share this. That really helps. YouTube loves it when you share, those greedy fucks. And also, please sub up if you're not subscribed. And when you do, hit the 3 little dots on the side and hit all notifications, folks. That way you get all my community posts, my regular posts, and when I go live. You don't want to miss any of this stuff. And again, if you do, go check out my other stuff. I have a lot of stuff that's not just Idaho 4. I try to cover some lots of different things throughout the years and throughout history even. I've got one little mini doc on the Villisca axe murders from the early 1900s. So a little bit of a variety when we get with Publicly Buzzed. But really appreciate everybody being here. Honest to God, blows me away every time there's just people chilling in here listening to me talk. JB Gunner, Kohberger knows he has a solid alibi. Just watch. He does act like a guy with a solid alibi. I'll give you that. That's a damn good point. He does act like a guy with a solid alibi. He isn't acting nervous whatsoever. Very good point. Or a housewife, if his DNA was under their nails or victim DNA is in his car, apartment, or parents' house, case closed. He's confident for a reason, JB saying. And yeah, that probably is the look. I mean, I would actually call that confidence on him right now. It's either stupidity or confidence, because if you did it and you're acting like this, that'd be a cold son of a bitch too, though, maybe. I mean, and we've seen them. They exist. Mosh coming through. He knows. Adam, got to shut up and lawyer up quick. All the shit we see today, folks, come on. Trying to catch up on chat here. Thanks, everybody, again. I keep my 7,839 theories inside my dome. Bring them out, Austin. They're welcome here. I'm telling you. Cranky One, new name. Thanks for popping in here. This case has gotten so out of control. Next thing you know, aliens did it. I'm waiting for that to pop off any freaking time. And it would not even surprise me with all the bullshit that we see here happening in the actual news. Yeah, as Threads and Roses said, please join Discord, folks. Let me just pop a link up here real quick. Boom. Boom. Keep the convo going after we go off the air on these lives, guys. Join the Discord. Get involved. Also, membership is wide open, folks. We have had a lot of people join the membership over the last week and a half. We're up to 77 members literally in the last week. This shit has been popping. Again, absolutely appreciate the fuck out of it. Again, a lot of the stuff we do here is not monetizable because I'm not good at saying all the bullshit that a lot of these crime people are saying. I can't say the unaliving. I never can. The other night I started my show off with like 8 rapes. That sounds terrible. That could be taken completely out of context. The story I was reading had 8 rapes, the word that I read time after time. Nate been through Villisca. Yeah, I think that house is like kind of a museum now, if I'm not mistaken. Cindy the Fossil Chick, thank you for being in here on a Sunday night. Yeah, as we get ready for the work week, guys, seriously, thanks for popping in here. 10:30 Eastern here where I'm at. Look at that. Yeah, press like, guys. Get me past 100 at least tonight. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that, brother. That's true too, right? Kindred True Crime Goth, and they say if you ask for an attorney right away, you look guilty. So, and that'd be smarter to do that though than the contrary, I believe. Oh shit, there we go. $3 super sticker, Cranky One. Really appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. Seriously. Yeah, guys, craziness. I do have one more thing. Oh, and I did want to show this. This is what the house is looking like right now. They've got it all boarded up. Got that thing all boarded up here. So it doesn't look like a lot of action is going to be going on here anyways. There's probably a section. They got a fence around it as well. Probably trying to keep some TikTokers from doing a fucking dance on the roof here. For the love of God. It's to try to stay monetized, J Lord. A lot of these, and I think it works, you know, I guess. I mean, a lot of people go with the unaliving instead of death, murder. One other thing I did want to show, it is a little bit of a sensationalized piece, possibly. Again, I'm going to have to put allegedly all over this. This was from another creator stream. And I'm going to put a warning up before I play this, just because this is, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. As I listen to this, if this is possibly real, again, I don't think it's been confirmed, but I don't think it's been debunked. I honestly don't know how it could be real right off, unless this is just leaked out, or, you know, it's from a Ring audio though. And I'm sure you've seen this, from this true crime with Natasha Cooper. And again, I'm going to pop up a warning just because this is some horrifying sound. This is her saying, this channel saying that it's betraying the actual actions as they were happening. And again, warning, we're on a conspiracy stream here, guys. Yeah, this is just a real weird piece here. Probably sensationalized though. I'd almost have to think it is, but It'll play. Had the other one going. Hyped it up there. Connor Myrick, what's going on? Yeah, that's true too. JB said, you just got to watch what you say in the first 30 seconds. That's true. They don't want like any cussing going on in like the very beginning of these videos, basically. Scott, hey, thanks for popping in here, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy. That was sent to me through an email, and I thought that would fit perfectly on this stream here with the conspiracy stuff. I think that was Orphan, yeah, that sent that to me. The Wandering Orphan. Yeah, we were talking about that actually. That one is just creepy. That creeps the shit out of me. True or not. And if not, that means somebody made that and is trying to pass it off as real, which may be just as fucking creepy. Oh, I would have definitely imagined that, JB. No jab for me. Pookie, did you see where that barber dude Austin something, I think, who took the video of the police getting Nicola's body off the riverbank and in deep doo doo? It was a horrific video. No, I haven't seen that. I saw the footage, or not the footage, but the picture of the dude that was like covering his mouth. Like I guess when they found the body in the Nicola thing. Oh, we got a super chat. Threads and Roses, $2.99. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Member Threads and Roses. Tell you what, I'm gonna throw up there right now for that super chat. We're gonna throw up a bong. I'm gonna throw up a joint. I'm gonna throw up a little bit of liquor and a little bit of a beer there. You know, that's the party. Appreciate the fuck out of that. Seriously. Happy Sunday. Getting the week started right, folks. Yeah, that one's weird. I wanted to put a little bit of a warning just because of the like, creepy vibe of it. Not debunked, though. Yeah, that's the Wandering Orphan. Nate, totally plausible. Dylan slept right through that. Bubbly Waters. I heard a lot of them, but not that one. Poor Murphy. Sounded like Zane at the beginning. Jules. So Jules, thank you for being here on a Sunday. Not sure if I said that. Oh, yeah, or Austin. Maybe trying to pass it off of what it could possibly sound like. Oh, Bitch Franklin. That was a sound from a non-related the domestic disturbance. Is that verified? That would rail that up real quick. It's so hard to verify anything like that that's coming out here, though. Again, this is called a conspiracy stream, guys. I've done 5 of these now, and I'm not afraid to walk into a little bit of deep shit. And you know what? And I'm a conspiracy guy in real life, guys. How much conspiracy stuff has come out to be real throughout the years? And how much has not, it ended up being BS. So, yeah, Sylvia. Orphan. Yeah, they also claim Dylan's bedroom was in the basement until proven otherwise. That goes back to every week there's something new happening, right? Like, yo, hello. Okay, sorry, thought my mic was not working there. Yeah, that goes back to Orphan's comment there about that being debunked, about where they were, staying or whatever. Endless horse shit's always coming out about that. I feel like when the actual trial starts, we're gonna get a whole new map of the layout of things. JB, makes perfect sense. The killer would skip the room closest to the kitchen with a chick yelling out of the door 3 times. That's it, right? Like, she's making herself clearly, known. Hey, dude, one of my goals, JB, is to get this channel big enough to where I can raise enough money to have Alex Jones as a guest. I think that'd be fucking dope, dude. He cracks me up. Oh yeah, Ricky Cougarbeck calling it out. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. And he should be joining me Tuesday, I would imagine. He'll probably be on the Thursday JB show, I'd imagine, as well. Bubbly Waters, I believe Justin has a few points that are true. I've been dissecting his vids on Mindshock, and that's the thing. Everybody has a little bit of piece of a reality here and there, but when you go off the deep end and start saying some of the things he did, it's hard to come back from that shit. It is impossible to come back from that shit and ever be trusted again. If anybody's streams should be called conspiracy streams, his whole channel should have just been called Conspiracy. Duck, new name. Thank you for popping in here. Appreciate it. Brookie, yeah, I believe that was actual audio of someone else's experience hearing domestic violence from a similar distance away. Yes, indeed, GT. JB's going to be, again, live on this show Thursday night at 9. We're going to be drinking a little bit of Crown. We're going to be shooting the shit. And who literally knows, I have no plan for that show. Pretty much every show, during the day, like today, it's like I'm going to do a conspiracy stream. I started gathering some things up. We knew about the demolishment story. But a lot of times, I don't know what I'm going to do until the day comes. So then some news is going to break, I'm sure, that day. Whether it's Idaho or not, and we're going to talk some shit that night. So please drop by, folks. And I appreciate the hell out of him being willing to do it. He's one of the realest dudes on YouTube right now. And I think he's going to continue growing as well and killing it. Not enough true blue dudes out there now, man. April Dawn, I heard that a long time ago. It didn't have those captions, though. It said to come from the same Ring camera for the Elantra. The person who owns it said it was a domestic fight. Okay. Multiple people are saying that now. Keister Bunny, broken clock is twice a day. Absolutely. That's Justin for you. He's barely clinging to reality too. Willow, Dylan's room, he checked it, but it was empty. She was in the bathroom. I think he did check it, but empty. Nate, if Justin's IP matched with the IP of Papa Roger, then Justin knew about the sheath before anyone else. The Wandering Orphan, that was the first one, last one not debunked. So the Orphan, are you saying that's a different one, the one I just played, than what they're referencing to? Look at that right there. A new member just popped in. Socrates, thank you, sir. You've been in the chat for a long time now, and you've been hanging out. You've been a great subscriber. You're always in here. You're always keeping the chat going. You're always hitting my videos with likes. I appreciate the shit out of that. And now you're part of the family. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. Seriously. That means a lot to me. I work very hard on this shit. You got some cute dog and kitty pics coming your way. Okay, yeah. Wandering Orphan's saying that what they're referencing in chat here is a different video. So, yeah, Socrates, you're going to have the little cheers beers next to your name now. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys, I'm going to be wrapping this thing up here. Thank you for joining me again on a Sunday for another conspiracy stream, and I'm sure I'll have some more of these coming down the line as well. Hell, they're fun to do. I like to come in here and talk a little bit of shit. I like to rile up the community a little bit, and pretty much everyone is pretty chill once you actually start to talk to everybody. If you don't actually start to try to pick fights, everybody will usually give you a conversation. Not everybody. There's a lot of pieces of shit, don't get me wrong, but the majority, I do believe, are decent folks, and we have a lot of them here at Publicly Buzz. A lot of folks that are willing to state their opinions. Something that is so crazy today. Yeah, Threads, thank you so much. Thank you, Crime Time. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, can't wait to have you on here, man. Again, I'm going to go over. So I think I might have figured out the technical issue live. Sandy, Colorado. And I know you got the big money, Sandy, coming through with the $9.99 super chat. What's the difference in a conspiracy theory and the truth? About 30 minutes. That's a damn good way to end the stream, actually. Yeah, guys, seriously, everybody that comes through, I appreciate the shit out of it. I wonder if this gets debunked, I will be the first to apologize for it. Brookie, no, I have this all debunked and linked in my spreadsheet. Been way too deep in this case. Both audios are debunked. Email me, Brookie, publiclybuzzed@gmail.com. And if you wouldn't mind me taking a look at what you got in the spreadsheet, I would love to take a look at that just to dig a little bit deeper. Shit, why not? And if not, I appreciate it as well. Follow me on Twitter also, folks. TikTok, I'm not using that as often. I do try to get pretty active on TikTok, though. On Twitter and also on Facebook. Yeah, dude, Thursday's gonna be dope as shit, guys. And if you don't watch or check any of JB's stuff, do it now. He's got some really good content. He streams basically every day. I think he'll take a 1 or 2 days off randomly. He goes every day, has a morning show, and usually streams at night as well. Go check out JB, man. Always on there. He's a hustler, is what he is. Out here hustling, boy. Raking it in, also, man. In case you're wondering, the second audio was never addressed by law enforcement. It came out around the time of the original gag order. Catching up here. Kristen, thank you for being in chat tonight. Kristen, ladies and gentlemen, is a mod here. Kristen is someone that I know in real life. And yeah, I actually work with Kristen. I've known Kristen for a long time, and I appreciate her being willing to do this. She's into all this stuff as well. We talk a lot of crime, and I appreciate her being on board here. Troll be gone as usual. Publicly Buzzed, thanks for running a great chat. First Amendment is a good thing. Yes, sir. Absolutely. And you've always been cool since you've been here. I remember when you first came in, you were a little bit weary. You're like, oh man, this place, or just not this place, but chats in general. And I've seen tons of chats where they get some too modded up, and that's the thing. You get some mods that have different opinions, and they're going to clash with random people. Nobody needs to be clashing, dude. We can either talk through it, and if you are a dirtbag and a piece of shit, we're going to find out pretty quickly, and you will be gone. All right. So just, you can get through a lot of stuff by just talking, folks. Again, thank you all for being here. I am going to close this thing up. Have a good week, guys. Tuesday night at 9 is my next show. Yeah, thank you all so much. And yeah, go check out JB Gunner. And yeah, I suck at ending these. That is the one thing that has been established over time. Before you head out the door, like and share. And yeah, thank you very much.